Most of the time I use the material setup from CLO. And honestly, CLO has quite a few nice presets to use. Especially I love the silk, satin material, the velvet and the iridescent, because they just not only tweak roughness and metal values, they also add a Fresnel effect, which creates this beautiful light reflections along the edges and surface highlights. For example, if you see a satin material, it has bright reflections on the top and a darker fall off on the edges. And this subtle shift makes the material much more realistic. But when I use now the CLO Live Sync plugin to bring my materials from CLO to Unreal Engine, it always switches back to the CLO default setup. And that's a bit annoying, but I will show you my workflow, how to bring the material setup back. And then I also will show you how I enhance even my material quality by using Substance materials I import from Substance Painter. And if you like content like this, feel free to hit the subscribe button. First, we're starting in CLO. I want to showcase this example now on this dress and how I transferred first to Unreal Engine. I'm using chiffon base material from the CLO library, including the PBR maps, base color, normal, metallic, roughness, and I deleted the opacity map. On the right side in the property editor, I can select the material type. And in this example, I compare silk, satin, velvet, and iridescent. And note, the iridescent effect is only visible in the rendering mode, not in the regular 3D preview. But for now, it doesn't matter which one I choose, because once I opened it in Unreal, it's gone. I'm quick to my export settings. My UVs are in a single tile since I'm using one material. I have here a particle distance of 12, and I simulated the garment so I can export the animation cache. Inside of Unreal Engine, I'm importing my garment using the CLO Marvelous Designer Live Sync plugin. And if you need more detail on this process, I will also link a tutorial where I go in detail for my full workflow, how to set up a scene. And for now, I just add my garment to the scene by hitting update and save. After my garment is imported to Unreal Engine, I open the folder and I select my dress and drag and drop it to my 3D space. I can select now my garment in the outliner, and then in the details panel, I can scroll down to find my material. I hit this little folder button to find my material in the content browser. And once this is opened, I also scroll down on the right side to find the parent material. Again, with the little search button, I navigate to the content browser. And there we are. All CLO materials are saved in this folder here. Now I select my silk satin material. I do a right mouse click and create a material instance. I will rename it now to mi_silk_dress, and then I move the material instance into my CLO folder. That keeps everything organized and makes it easier to assign the texture later. Now I open my material instance, and first I enable base color, normal, metallic and roughness. And then I navigate to my CLO texture folder and can drag and drop now the maps into the correct slots. And to test my material, I copied the dress and drag and drop the material to my new dress. And actually, I recognize for the silk version, I actually don't use metallic and roughness maps. I want to keep the presets of the shader behavior strong. For the velvet and iridescent material, I do the same steps. I create a material instance, I rename them and move them to the CLO folder. Actually, I want to check my CLO materials. So if I make a double click on my texture, I also get all the information. So for example, the CLO material is actually in 4K resolution, but I'm missing a lot of detail, and therefore I decided to texture my garment in Substance Painter. I don't go in detail about this workflow, but mainly I exported again my PBR materials and imported them via drag and drop into Unreal Engine. So I'm using now my Substance Painter materials. And for the velvet, I use all my material maps. Switching now to the iridescent material, I also plug all material texture maps. And I recognize that the iridescent effect is quite intense by default. So I go back to the material instance and open the iridescent settings. And there I can adjust the color range and intensity. And instead of the strong rainbow effect, I want something more subtle. Therefore, I change the colors and mute them down. At the end, I rendered all versions to compare them side by side. So now I'm curious, which one do you like most? And would you use the CLO preset shaders, or are you more into building your own? As said, if you like content like this, feel free to subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I try to answer all of them. Normally I answer all of them. See you next time.